It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. The wins have been coming pretty steadily for the Thunder. This is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Will my
At center, standing 6'11", number 34, Enes Kanter. At forward, 6'10", from the Congo, number 9, Serles. And at guard, 6'3", from UCLA, number 0, Russell Westbrook. At forward, 6'9", from Texas, number 35, Kevin Durant. At the shooting guard position, standing 5'11", number 23, Freak. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Clippers looking for a strong start to this road trip. And they're still waiting for the return of Luol Deng to the lineup.
Kevin, it certainly looks as though he's going to miss what's left of the regular season, but he very well could be back for playoff action.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. Here's Griffin. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. On defense, the Clippers are coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
Clock at 4. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and it takes a hard bounce. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. On defense, the Thunder, fresh from a win against Portland.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
The shot by Redick, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Paul, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Pass to Jordan. The kick out to Pierce. And threw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. They set the pick. And there's the pass to the machine. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. The machine's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Paul. Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And Durant gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Ibaka. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Paul outside. Griffin, no one around him. It's good from about 19 feet. Griffin's got his first basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Paul with the steal. Now here's Redick, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Stolen by Cantor. Knocks it loose. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and here comes Pierce all alone. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's the machine. A 26-point game for him in the win against Portland.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates. And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Clippers trail by 4. And here is Paul. Griffin a screen on Westbrook. Paul kicks to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for the machine. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Here's the machine. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited by college coaches, and then he, really took his game and became.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, he played, as did Blake, for their dad, Tommy, in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. It doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The machine in its shooting guard. Steven Adams is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Payne, and it's Morrow in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Here's the machine, guarded by Green. The machine passes to Adams. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And the wide open shot from Green. That doesn't go either for Green. Thunder have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Adams. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trail Blazers delivered quite a performance. He ended with 26 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Durant comes in for Anthony Moore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kane. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. It's Redick on the wing. Griffin dishes to Paul. Back to Griffin. Stolen by Kanter. Here's the machine. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
There's the bucket. Good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Was shot by Redick. No good.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
They set the screen. Here's the machine. Another shot, and Kanter with the lay-in. Good. Kanter's got 5 points so far.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He told the machine that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Jordan. Paul kicks to Green. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Freak number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Move the ball. Stick
outside Durant. To the inside.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And it's Durant missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
It's Redick on the wing. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Redick's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Feeds it to Ibaka. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Ibaka's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Thunder. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now Paul. Outside Griffin. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
To the middle. Here's Kanter. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from J.J. Redick.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Griffin. Since the break, he's been stellar, 11th in scoring. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, you know, one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. He's already come up big in some key games this year.
McGarry's checked in for Enes Kanter. The drive by Green. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Los Angeles sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter if they could get the most out of it.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
That doesn't go either for Green.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Ibaka with the screen on Redick. Back to Ibaka. Here's the machine, covered by Redick. Here's McGarry. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Thunder lead by 8.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Make your presence felt. It means to soft.
And so that's the end of the first half.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
All of it, really. I mean, I see the whole defense as something I can. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Paul goes in. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Redick with it. He dishes it to Paul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. No good from Jordan.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And, we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Paul outside. He feeds it to Redick. Just 5 to shoot. Down low, Griffin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And he drills it. Beautiful release there from the machine. The machine's got 17.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The shot by Redick, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's the machine, covered by Redick.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. A second chance effort. They shoot again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Pierce. And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Oklahoma City. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. The machine passes to Ibaka. Here's the machine, defended by Griffin. Durant in the corner. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And the layup's good off the glass. Redick's got 18 points in the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
They double him with Jordan. Right wing. The wide open look here for Ibaka. Offensive rebound. Cantor. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For Oklahoma City, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
The shot misses. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Redick. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Redick's got 23. Now let's have a quick look at some of the league's top defenders in the season's second half. Third is Chris Paul.
Defensively, he's been a club. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
There's the screen. Passes it to the machine. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Pass to the machine. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant with it. Now Green defending. Here's the machine. 20 points for him. That's good. And 11 points for Enes Kanter.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And Griffin slams it in.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up, guys, putback slams. That's not the kind of play that can build confidence.
Dishes it to Paul, and they double up Paul. Griffin kicks to Green. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Green's got 6.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Back to Durant from the arc. And the Thunder, another 3.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that 3 of his own.
And it's blocked by Adams. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Mitch McGary's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. The Clippers also making some changes. Boozer comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Cannon in for J.J. Redick. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Nice work there coming off the screen. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Sinks the triple. Paul's got his third bucket of the night.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Here's the machine, defended by Paul. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's the machine. He's got 20. Drops one in from the wing. Morrow's got his second bucket.
I mean, Anthony Morrow's just showing us how it's done with that beautiful stroke.
Jordan with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Cannon. McGary with the block. Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Clippers trail by 13. Outside, Green. Screen by Boozer. There's the dish to Jordan. Cannon from long range. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Kicks it to Adams. Wide open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Boozer's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Paul outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The machine.
Got it! Got it! What a shot! The fans are loving it, Kevin. What a shot!
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Machines checked in for Oklahoma City. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Gerald Green, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Payne out there with the machine. And it's Cantor in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's the machine, guarded by Green. The machine passes to Ibaka. That's good. Ibaka's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Screen by Dallenberg. There's the feed to Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 18 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Pass to Ibaka. And Cantor throws it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Here's the machine, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Dallenberg. Pierce attacking. And it's Paul missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
He kicks it to Pierce. From deep, Green. Count the bucket. Green's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
The pass to the machine. Up top, Ibaka. Shot, high post. Another miss by Ibaka.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Green outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. The machine's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Pierce dishes to Paul. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Dallenberg, good, and Paul gets the assist.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
To the middle, and Cantor wide open. He shoots. They can't stop the run with that one. Clippers trail by 10. Green kicks to Paul. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Green.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Durant, the pass to Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 12.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
And the Thunder making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Griffin a screen on Westbrook. Paul for three. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and you've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul kicks to Griffin. They double-team Griffin. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Here's Jordan, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Clippers trail by 12. Paul kicks to Griffin. Jordan dishes to Griffin. Uses both hands to slam it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The Thunder shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's the machine. Feeds it to Ibaka. And Jordan sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's the pass to Griffin. Paul kicks to Jordan. Stolen by Kanter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Oklahoma City.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch, too.
Sure is. It sure is.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And you can rock the brooms now, fellas. They've found a way to defeat this opponent all 4 games this year, finishing out a clean sweep for their season series against the Clippers.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for the machine. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Mitch McGary's checked in for Kanter. Thomas Robinson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Payne kicks to Morrow. He dishes it to McGary. Here's the machine, covered by Redick. And the dunk by Robinson.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Reddick with the bucket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get...
Well, certainly a nice win here in this one for you. What's it going to take for you guys to keep playing at this level moving forward?
Just keeping it simple and not forcing things. When we make the easy pass and not try to do too much when the ball's in.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.